Hey, good morning everybody. This is Organic Dairyman. Today is Wednesday, January 23rd, and hope everybody having a good day, or did have a good day. Anyways, yeah, it is another new day, and cloudy out. Some very light snow coming down. It was foggy during the night, and yes, what are we up to today? Well, today we are going to take that heifer there, that black one I'm pointing at. We're going to take her up to the sales barn and get rid of her because she is, like I mentioned the other day, she's not pregnant and she's just being a freeloader and she's taking money. She's not making us any money, so yep, we are going to get rid of her. In just a little bit, we're gonna get the cattle trailer up here and get her loaded up. I'm just going around doing my morning things here. Gonna go out and plug the tractors in so they're ready to go, and kind of what's gonna be taking place. I guess as of right now, I guess I'm gonna take her to the sales barn. So and do that. Yeah, look at the trees and everything. Look at how pretty they look this morning. It's all covered in frost. Everything, all the corn cribs and everything are frosty. Yep, frosty. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing here this morning. They have their butcher sale today at the sales barn, and so today is the day to take them. So that's what I'm up to today. Okay, everybody, as you can see, I'm on the road, headed, I say up because we're going up into the hills, and yeah, headed to up to Watertown, South Dakota. That's where the sales barn is that we always typically take butcher cows or whatever, you know, calves. We sell them up there. That's where we take them, and so yeah. So I'm on the road right now. Yeah, it's not too bad here, just taking one animal. I mean, that trailer, it's not brand new by any means, so usually the most that we'll ever take in that trailer back there is usually about 3 cows back there, and maybe if we ever, you know, like put some bull calves in the back, but that's about it. That trailer is seeing its better days, so yep. So it's about 45 miles or so, maybe 50 miles up to the sales barn from our farm. There are other sales barns that we could go to, but they're further away. Well, they aren't and they are. There's one in Sisseton, South Dakota, that's about an hour, probably the same distance when I'm going to, but they have a sale tomorrow, Thursday, and I don't know, they're just, I don't know, I've just never really liked that sales barn. Oops, slow down for the railroad tracks here a little bit. And there's another one in Aberdeen, South Dakota, which is about 2 hours away, or you could go to Benson, Minnesota, which is about, that's about an hour away too, but I've never taken into that sales barn. And then there's one in Pipestone, Minnesota we could go to. There's one in Madison, South Dakota we could go to, but like I say, those are all further away, and I guess we just kind of go to the one that we know. And there used to be 2 sales barns in Watertown. The other one closed down about, or it burnt down. It closed down because it burnt down. Closed down in, or burnt down in September of 2015. I don't know what the cause of the fire. More likely it was an old sales barn. More likely a mouse chewed through a wire and it sparked and caught some insulation on fire, and that was the end of it. They just decided they could have, you know, collected their insurance money, rebuilt, but they just decided not to because cattle numbers in the state overall are down. So they just decided to not do it. So now we just have one. I actually like the other one better. I always felt that they had better prices. Prices were slightly better. Usually, like their cattle sale was like the day after the, you know, that the other barn had theirs. The other one they always call it the South Barn, and the other one was called the North Barn because they're north and south of each other. So, and I don't know. The one always seemed like it did a little bit better because, like I say, you know, it was after the other one, you know, so you kind of knew what was going on with the markets. And I don't know, I always think the North Barn had better there. I think you got just a tad bit more money there, but I guess so. Now the South Barn, they have a sale. They have one on Tuesday and one on Wednesday because, you know, in order to keep up with the influx of people coming in, or the people selling cattle, otherwise they just couldn't do it all in one day. So, yep. So, anyways, I am coming up here to a turn. Make a left-hand turn here. This is the way that usually we take. Let me go up there. Whoa. Yep. So yeah, as you can all see, it is pretty open country around here. It gets more open the further west you go. And yes. So ooh, we got some little bit of sun dogs up there. Yep. So anyways, I'm gonna keep driving here and pay attention to the road, and not too bad. Like I said, I just got one animal back there. Ain't so bad, but when you get a trailer full of cattle, you can just, you know, anybody that's hauled cattle, you know what I'm talking about. It just, the truck moves around and sways. You got all these movement of these heavy animals. Yes. Yep. I just hope this trailer, every time we take it up, I always hope it holds up. We don't get a flat tire, or the floor doesn't fall out. One time my uncle had that happen. He was taking a load of cattle up, and the floor fell out from underneath of it. Come on. Got some turkeys up here. Gobble, 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 gobble. Anyways, yeah, the floor fell out, and all of a sudden he noticed that, wow, the things are sure pulling down pretty hard. Yeah. I don't remember what he did, but I think they had to come with another trailer and load them on another trailer, but their legs kind of got skinned up kind of bad, so. Yeah, he noticed it right away, obviously, because he felt immediate drag. He's like, wow, things are pulling hard. So, anyways, I gotta pay attention to the road here, guys, so I'll get back with you later. Guys, look at this. I'm getting close to Watertown, but look at the conditions. You get up into the hills up here, and things are really changing. Yep. The driving conditions there's blowing snow, almost ground blizzard conditions starting to. Yeah, isn't this it's just like the Bermuda Triangle of bad weather in this part of the state, you know. Yeah, look at that. I gotta go. You can't see it yet. There's a hill. There's a hill I gotta go up and. Oh boy. Here we go. Up. Everything looks good back there yet. I gotta give it some power to get up this hill. Well, not really a lot of power, but this is the steepest hill. We're going up in elevation right now. I could feel the pressure, or the air pressure, you know, my ears wanting to pop. Yeah, just look at that. Yep, we're up in the hills now, the Coteau Hills, and the weather conditions up here can change on a dime. Yeah, you can see that. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd quick show you guys that. I mean, this is South Dakota. This is South Dakota. Just look at that. It's a little bit of fog and a slow driver ahead of me. Oh, come on, people. It's like, well, anyways, you guys get the picture here, so you could see how bad it looks. Or it's just foggy right now. So anyways, I gotta pay attention to the road here. I gotta watch these slower drivers ahead of me. All right, just about there. I got about, I don't know, 13 miles to go. I'm on the interstate right now, and the weather conditions did improve a little bit, so not quite so bad. So yep, and I'm trying to hurry up and get there because the sale gets over at a certain time. I'm not exactly sure what time it is, if it gets over at 12 or what, but it's like 11:15, so yeah. So everything in the trailer looks good so far. Yep, so I'll be there shortly, so I'll get back with you guys. Hopefully I'll get some footage of getting it unloaded. I'll try to. So, yep. Okay, girl. I gotta get in here. Okay, girl. Take the leap. Okay. Okay, guys. We got the heifer unloaded. I don't know, this dumb gate here. I gotta get in here. This gate got bent right here. Just a second, guys. Set you over here. I gotta get this straight because I can't have this bouncing around on the way home. Well, I'm gonna get this thing. I'll get back with you guys here in a bit. Yeah, this is the barn here, guys, where we take our cattle to. There's other people lined up here waiting to get in. So I wasn't totally late, so maybe I'll go in the barn here and show you guys quick. Hey guys, check this out. Here is some sheep. The whammies. Look at that. Let me still have sheep sales up here. I didn't know that. Okay, guys. Okay, everybody, here is the bucket. We're gonna go in here and I don't know if the sale is over yet or not. This is pretty much what it looks like, guys. Nothing going on here right now. Gotta run some more in here, so I guess you guys aren't getting much action here, so this is what it looks like up here if you don't know. But well, we're gonna head back down, I guess. There ain't any action going on up here, and I gotta keep moving, but you guys got to see it. That's where you go to get your checks, your money, but my cow hasn't, the heifer hasn't gone through yet. And any interesting thing on the bulletin boards in here? Not really. Okay, yep. I gotta head to Tractor Supply Company and look for a wheelbarrow, a solid wheelbarrow tire. So that's where I'm headed off to next. So yeah, people have some nice rigs up here, expensive rigs. Here's the grain elevator over there. Okay, guys, I'll get back to you when I get to the Tractor Supply Company. Okay, everybody, here we are. Are these the tires? 13-inch. These are wheelbarrow tires. They were flat tires, 13-inch. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a 16-inch. Oh, wait. They have some more tires down here. These are two. I don't know why they say it's gotta be a 16-inch. These all got tubes. I need solid rubber ones. Is this one solid rubber? 16-inch flat proof. I don't know. It looks like it. Yep. I think we found what we needed here at Tractor Supply Company. Yeah, good old Tractor Supply. Sometimes Runnings doesn't have everything, but these guys, they have what Runnings don't have sometimes, so that's good. So, I got my tire. We got to make one more stop, and then, yeah, I guess I'll get back to you guys probably when I get back home. Okay, everybody, as you can see, I'm back home, and I'm working at the feeding chores here. I'm just getting ready to feed the young stock. Just loading up for them. And, yeah, it's not looking too bad out right now. Could wait till about 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah, 9 o'clock tonight. There's supposed to, the blizzard warning. Yes, a blizzard warning takes effect. Oh my gosh. Another blizzard. Yeah, the winds are going to pick up. There's going to be some snow, some light snow that comes down, but the light snow is going to turn into, the winds are going to turn into a ground blizzard basically. So, all I can say is I ain't driving anywhere tonight. I'm staying home. Yeah, there was actually, speaking of staying home and not driving in a blizzard, on New Year's Eve, there was actually a guy that he died in a blizzard. Guy wasn't too far from here. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know all the details, but I'm kind of thinking, speculating. I shouldn't speculate, but the guy, he wasn't very far from his home, and I think he was coming from town. And there was that day, anybody remembers the one video I did on the last day of the year about being a blizzard? Well, I think he went to town, and I think the guy might have had a little bit of stuff to drink. I don't know. But he was like, he got out of it, he got stuck, and he got stuck with his vehicle. Anyways, the guy did something pretty stupid. You know, it was really cold that night, and they were still blowing snow. It wasn't as bad as it was during the day, but he, anyways, his family, the next day, his family was kind of like, where the heck is he? You know, they were wondering where he was. This guy was 48 years old. Anyways, they went out looking for him, and they found him 100 feet from his vehicle. He succumbed to the elements, froze to death. Yes, he was completely frozen solid when they found him the next morning. And I shouldn't speculate, but I think what happened is, I think the guy, he might have had alcohol in his system, and anybody that knows, alcohol numbs your senses, so you can't tell how cold it was. So, like I say, he only made it 100 feet from his vehicle, and that was it. You know, there were all kind of warnings that day. Stay home, no travel advised, just stay put. And the general rule of thumb is, if you get caught out in a blizzard, stay with your vehicle. Do not leave your vehicle. Your chances of surviving are far greater if you stay with your vehicle. This guy, he didn't do it. Now he's died. Just can't believe somebody would still do that to today's day and age. They would not know that. I'm gonna scoop up a little bit of stuff on here, but I guess it is what it is. You gotta be careful out here when it is cold. The snow is blowing. The wind chills drop really low, you stay put, you don't go out in it. Your life depends on it. Yep, so anyways, I'm back home, and going here with the feeding chores. I gotta finish fixing that snow blowing here when I get done with the feeding chores, and then I guess I'll get back with you guys, so. Okay everyone, you saw I was just blowing a little bit of snow. We were just trying to clean out there by the egg bag, clean up what was left. My brother cleaned this up, loaded that up in the feed wagon there. Otherwise, it was going to get buried. Probably could have gotten buried in the snow. I guess basically the wind it's supposed to come up here tonight around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. The wind's supposed to come up. And basically they said we're not supposed to get any snow, extra snow. It's just going to pick up all the loose snow that's there, and it's basically going to be a ground blizzard. So because the wind is going to really howl. That's what they say, howl. That's what the weather people, the National Weather Service people said. So yeah, so it's going to get cold and cold tomorrow. So yeah, so at least I don't have to load that up tomorrow for the young stock. And we got cleaned up around that other bag. And yeah, I just want to show everybody this flywheel. I took this cover off to try to lube this up here a little bit, so that way this thing would go in a little bit better here. Yeah, it just needs to be scooted in more. If you guys can see that, the gap there. Let me see. Yeah. How well you guys can see that, but probably can't see it too well. Let me get my phone flashlight out and I'll show you guys. There. Now you can see the gap. There's not supposed to be that much of a gap there. You shouldn't even, I mean, I could stick my finger in there. It should be, you shouldn't even be able to stick your finger in there, so. Yeah, I'm going to have to see if I take that to a machine shop, the hub, and have them turn this down so I get it on there. I think what's happening is when this pinion flies out in here, it's spinning too fast. When it was the other way, it was barely moving. It's barely moving when it's out to a certain point, and then when it gets out all the way out to where this one is, it's moving too fast, and that's why it grinds too much. It's not too bad in the summer, but when it's cold out, it seems like it grinds worse. I don't know why, but probably because the cold affects it. But and one more thing before I go here, we got the oil sample results back from Schaefer's, and we had 592 hours on the engine change between, that's how many hours we had on the last oil change on here. And it was we could have, and basically the results said we could have kept on running that oil in there. So I mean, they recommend no more than 600 hours, but we could have ran it up to 600 hours or maybe even more than that. So that's pretty good. 600 hours on one oil change. If you would have been running regular conventional engine oil in here, 200 hours would be your max oil. And if you think about it, I think Schaefer's oil is around, don't quote me, I could look it up here real quick. I don't know what it is. I think it's like $18 per gallon, but I'm not for sure. That's maybe what it comes out to be. There we go. I'm trying to look it up here. Yeah. Basically, it depends on how you buy it. If you buy it in a 55-gallon jug, 55 gallons, it comes out to be about $18 per gallon oil. And I know John Deere, their oil I think is like $13 per gallon, and only that stuff you can only get like 200 hours. That's the max. They say 150 plus, but 200 would be max. So I wouldn't go any more than that. So I mean, basically, you could have changed oil. You would have had to have changed oil two more times in this to get that 600 hours. So there is your cost savings right there. Schaefer's oil costs more money up front, but you can run it twice as long, as regular oil. And so that's where you get your cost savings. And plus, it's a partially synthetic blend, so the other oil breaks down faster. It doesn't. And that Schaefer's oil has moly in it too. That's supposed to help. But anyways, enough said about that. I'm not getting paid to advertise for Schaefer's, but I'm just saying there's cost savings running the oil, definitely. But anyways, I gotta go here. I gotta eat something and go milk the cows. It's been a very long day, and I just want to shut the day off, milk the cows, and go to bed and go off to La La Land. So anyways, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop down in the comment section below. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter. And hopefully someday soon this winter, I will have a Facebook account for Organic Dairyman. So something to look forward to. And please, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And a big thank you to everybody that has hit the subscribe button. I appreciate each and every one of you. And please check out all my other videos. What else? I can't think of anything else. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And hope you have a good day or a good night, whatever time you're watching this video. And I will catch you later.